Hello and welcome to Hot at Home, Your Questions Answered. I'm Jackie and today's question is from one of my customers, Yolanda. Yolanda asks, what is one exercise besides the plank that works the entire body but that anyone can do? Thanks for the question, Yolanda. I kind of think this is maybe a bit of a trick question though, because there really isn't one exercise that works the entire body that anyone can do, because we're all differently abled. So, someone who's got a problem with their arm, maybe, or is missing an arm, is maybe not going to be able to do a plank. Maybe they can one-armed, but, a traditional plank, they can't do that. Someone that's maybe in a wheelchair won't be able to do a squat at all. So, everybody is differently abled. So to ask for one exercise that anyone can do, it just doesn't exist. But I'm assuming that you mean anyone that's able-bodied that can do as well. Don't forget as well that people are at different fitness levels as well. So there's lots of great full-body exercises out there, or kinds of exercises that you can do that work your whole body. But some people, might have a lot of weight to lose, so they wouldn't maybe be able to do certain kinds of exercises just because their own weight is in their way. They would be differently abled as well than a slim person, or someone who's just might have a problem with their lungs or something like that, and has problems breathing, that kind of thing. They can compare themselves to they're a thin person comparing themselves to another thin person, but they might still not be able to do certain exercises because of their problems with their cardiovascular system. So I find that a bit of a trick question, but I'm going to go into this assuming that you mean people that are fully able, as well as people that are in a certain amount of shape that they can do whatever exercise they choose to do without being overweight or having a lot of weight in their way or that kind of thing, or respiratory problems or something like that. So now that we've gotten that out of the way, I think that swimming is a great exercise that anyone who knows how to swim can do. See, that's the other thing, that's the other challenge. If I'm going to say swimming's a great full body exercise, which it is, do you actually know how to swim? Because it might not be the best exercise for you if you don't know how to swim. You never took swimming lessons or whatever. But if you know how to swim, then swimming is an excellent way to get a lot of exercise and work your entire body at once. Also, running, in my opinion, accomplishes a full body workout. It's really great for lower body, but because you're also motivating yourself forward with your upper body and swinging your arms, your back muscles, chest muscles, and arm and shoulder muscles all do get a workout. So I consider this, to be a complete full body workout. Your core needs to work to keep you upright while you're running. So it's an excellent workout for your entire body. Let's see, what else? Walking as well is similar, but maybe not as much of a workout, just because walking is much lower intensity than running is, or high intensity interval training when you're running. But it also will give you a full body workout, maybe not as much with your upper body, because you're not working as hard with your upper body to motivate yourself forward. In theory, your upper body could just hang there. Your chest and your shoulders, you could just hang there and you could do nothing, but you would look really funny when you walk because your arms weren't swinging. But in theory, you could walk without moving your upper body, but you'd still work your core and your lower body. So I consider it a great full body workout, just to a lesser degree than running. So a lot of sports, if you're into playing sports or doing sports like skiing or snowboarding, you need your entire body to do those sports. There isn't one part of your body that's taking a rest while you're doing those sports. So they're great. Tennis is great. You're running and hitting a ball and everything's working all at the same. Football's great. Playing frisbee is great. Volleyball is great. Most sports, I think most sports work your entire body when you're doing them. Off the top of my head, I can't think of one. If you can think of one, go ahead and post it in the comments below. But in going forward with this question, I am actually assuming that you mean like a traditional strength training type of workout that you would do like in a gym, because you mentioned the plank, which is, you usually work that into some kind of strength training routine. So I'm going to assume that that's what you're really asking me here. So I don't want to leave your question unanswered by, going off on a tangent about sports. One you're looking for exercises that will work your entire body that anyone can do. Well, I mean, full body compound moves are great. You know, deadlifts, squat presses, just squats, but squat presses where you combine a body weight or a squat with a shoulder press. So you're holding dumbbells or a barbell or something, and you squat down at the top of the squat. You keep going up with your arms and do a shoulder press, or you can do like lunges with bicep curls at the same time. That works pretty much everything in your body, hits every muscle group. One arm swings is great. You're working your lower body for, to drive yourself forward, as well as swinging the weight, the kettlebell or the dumbbell or whatever you're swinging. What else have I got here? Two arm swings as well, one arm snatches, lateral chopping, which is like wood choppers, where you start sort of standing, but you start low with the dumbbell and then you swing it up to over your head and twisting your torso as you go. That also, bending your knees at the bottom of the exercise, so that also works your full body. Renegade rows, where you get into a push-up stance or a plank stance with dumbbells in your hands on the ground, and then you roll up. So you're using your entire core to keep yourself stable, and your legs to keep yourself stable while you're doing it, because the idea is to not wave your bum in the air while you're doing it. You keep your body as straight as possible. And it may seem like, because your body's not moving, it's not working, or working those muscle groups, but it is. Major stability workout. So, and as well as your back and your arms while you're doing the rowing. So those kinds of exercises are really, really great for working your entire body. There's lots and lots of kinds of those, like all the Olympic moves and MMA moves and stuff like that. Those are all like full body compound moves. They usually use a barbell. So if you don't have a barbell, you can still do it with dumbbells. So I would suggest trying to give those a try and seeing how those make you feel, because not only do they work your full body, all your muscle groups, but they also tend to get your heart rate up because you're working so many muscle groups at once. It does tend to get your heart rate up quite quickly, so that adds a cardio component as well, which helps you burn fat. So really, really beneficial. You're a customer, so you've already got the Hot at Home program. So most of these that I've mentioned are actually in the Hot at Home program. So if you want to see how they're done, if you haven't looked in your exercise gallery yet, then go and look in the exercise gallery. There's links to videos, so you can watch me do the right form on all those different moves and get yourself up to speed on how those are done. All right? So I hope that really helped you out, and we'll see you guys again next time. Take care.